Okay, so this is another week that I was partially in because I did get a little bit ill. I wasn't really ill, I was just, my body gave up a bit halfway through the week. So I'm just keeping my thingy up so that I know what I'm doing. Tuesday, 3rd of March, my target was to help everyone connect more with their characters. This is my target because I have seen that everyone is struggling with their character connections. There isn't the right underlying emotions to each phrase and stuff that they're saying. This will help me in the future because a quality of a good director is understanding their actors' issues and helping them through it instead of beating them down for it, basically. This will help me get my distinction in practical skills because my practical skills ain't acting no more, it's directing. Yeah. So, my hair is like sticking out of this thing. I look really fit. Yeah, so I was researching some stuff. I was thinking about it, and I was chatting to my friend. This is what I mean by researching, not very much researching. Anyway, I was chatting to my friend who is a vocal instructor / director for certain things. She does some pretty cool stuff. She was saying that meditation is really cool, and I was like, meditation? Really? You sure? But she was saying that she asked me what would I do if I wanted to connect to my character, and I was like, okay, well, I would get all of my past emotions that link to that one thing that the character's going through, or that few things, and then I push it all up. Sorry, my dog's being weird. I bring it all up so that it would. That's strange. I'm sorry, I get distracted. So that it would connect with my character and I'd have more of an emotional, personal attachment. So I was like, okay. So what I did was we all came in and we started doing some stuff, and I was like, hey, I have an idea that might help us. And Bex was like, cool, do it. I was like, okay. So I got everyone to lie down, and not everyone likes this, which is really fun. There's some people that lie there and they're like, ugh, this is so stupid. Why do we have to do this? I should say names now, but George and Louis were being really annoying. They were basically just talking and on their phones and stuff, and it ruined it for other people, which was really sad. But luckily we continued this for a bit and they didn't do it again, so that's pretty chill. Anyway, I got everyone to lie down on the floor, and I was like, okay, just start really slowly. Think about something recently that's made you cry. Everyone, really? Archie, shush. There's a good boy. Yeah, think about something recently that made you cry. So people did, and I was like, you don't have to say what it is, you just think about it and then maybe cry a little bit. So they did. And they were like, okay, this is strange. And then I started almost attacking people. I was like, okay, so Amelia, her character's Anika, and she's been basically bullied by her husband. She's been abused, it's not very good. So I was like, Mies, think about a time in your life that you've been picked on and someone's belittled you, or maybe there's been a little bit of abuse or whatever it is. Think about that. Think about how that made you feel and bring it up. And she started crying. I was like, okay. I was sad that she's crying, but also I'm kind of happy because it means that she's relating to that. And then I was like, okay, Bex, think about being an empowered woman, how hard it is for you because of Deborah, and also think about watching all your friends die. I said the same to Arlene, because their characters have watched all their friends die. I was like, what if all of us died? And they were like, okay, that's pretty bad. So people were crying all over the place. I did a few more. Anyway, people were crying all over the place, and I'm like, okay, that's alright. Eventually, I was like, okay, stand up quietly, don't say anything to anyone, and I put people in partners. I was like, walk to that person, give them a hug, then walk to your first position of the whole show. And they were like, okay. So they did it. Got to the first position of the whole show. I cued them in. They did it. It is the best that I've ever seen the show. Ever. Before it was ooh, and now I'm like, oh my god. I was almost in tears. I was overjoyed with the fact that this show looked so good now. And I'm just gonna check this out. Cool. I was really, really chuffed, and I was like, oh my god, it worked. This is brilliant. So we did that, and then we did some scene work and stuff. I went off to maths, obviously. But we continued, and Sian did, the next day, Sian did some physical stuff, which was really cool, and she updated me on that, so I was like, okay, so I know what to look for to see whether it's good, which is mostly the trees. So when on Thursday I came in, I was looking at the trees and I was like, they're not that great. Anyway, Thursday afternoon we have a free. I think we were doing either Tuesday or Wednesday. Anyway, we were doing Tuesday or Wednesday, and it didn't look very good. And I was like, okay, why does it not look good now when it looked so good on Tuesday? And they were like, because we didn't meditate. I was like, okay. So we did a quick meditation, and we did that, and it worked really well. Life was really good, and I'm really happy with that. So this week I was in partially. I think I was in for 3 days out of the 4 or 5. 5, yeah, because Jack showed up at my door on Monday and I was like, no, because I was too tired. So yeah, it was a pretty good week. I'm pretty happy with completing my targets and stuff. I definitely feel that I have led people, and I've listened to my body. I didn't really get up very much unless I was demonstrating. I did demonstrate a pirouette and a chaîné once, or like 5 times, but because people didn't know what they were doing, so I thought, well, I gotta show you, which worked really well. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. I'm quite happy. Bye.